Well, hello, Catherine here from Catherine Puller Designs. Our Signature Series subscription is back by popular demand. You all loved this program so much last year. We are very excited to do it again. So this is a 6-month subscription. Every single month, you're going to get a 4x6 stamp set, coordinating dies, and a word die. That is going to come in a pouch for you every single month. You're going to be organized. You can keep all your die cuts in there and your partially done projects and stay, well, super organized, right? These are bundled at a special pricing for you. The basic subscription is a discount, and then the I Want It All is a discount, which check these out. These are new for 2026. We have add-ons, and we also decided to offer free shipping on the Signature Series products. So no shipping on the subscription, no shipping if you want to add other products on at the end of the month. And here's a look at the add-ons. So we have patterned paper. Every month is going to coordinate with your main stamp set. We're going to have a layering stencil, and then we are going to have layering dies. And these are must-haves for your stash. So this is the Rainbow Connection die or layered stencil. It is the very first stencil for our Signature Series subscription, and I am crazy about this stencil. It's so cute. I'm going to stencil my cardstock using the Stencil and Stamp tool by Sizzix. I use this tool all the time. I love it. It's multi-purpose, and this has a sticky grid sheet. So my cardstock is stuck down there. It's not going to move. And the stencil is tacked down a bit, but there's not enough surface area of the stencil touching the sticky mat. So I just added a little bit of extra tape. My first layer here is going to look a little funky, but I'm using Samba ink. And one tip, I struggle with this, so hopefully you can take my advice and do better at this than I do. If you get your brush too inky, and you know CP inks are nice and inky, especially if you've just re-inked it, your brush is going to be a little wet. And then if it's too wet and you're pushing down too hard, the wet ink is going to kind of seep underneath the stencil a bit, and you'll get a little bit of pooling in some of the corners. Light hand, don't get it super inky. I do this all the time. I can cover it with the word die, so no problem. For each layer of this layered stencil, we've added the name of the stencil and how many layers there are in which layer each particular piece is. Although on the Rainbow Connection stencil, it probably doesn't matter which order you do them in, but having the name on the bottom and how many stencils are included is really helpful. You can also use the detail ink blending brushes too. Those work well also. And then catching rays for that next layer. And then the reveals are always the best. This stencil is now starting to shape up, and you can kind of tell what this is going to look like. This design is spectacular. I love it so much. It's a total showstopper. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Okay, so one more layer to go, and I think this one is going to be It's a Girl. So the rainbow has sun rays around the ends, and then it has the little middle of the rainbow, and I think It's a Girl is going to be a great choice for that. Now for the final reveal. This one is a stunner. Tell me, are you going to do this color combo, or are you going to go outside the box and try different color combinations? So here's a tip to make stenciling even easier, and you will get it lined up perfectly every single time. So use the stencil adapters from Sizzix and the stencil adapter tool for the Stencil and Stamp tool. You're going to take one of these little adapters, peel the backing off, put the little holes into the notches, and then line your stencil up. I like to line the edge up, the edge of my stencil with the edge of the adapter. And then make sure it goes straight across, press it down, and then slide your cardstock in and do your first layer of stenciling. I got really excited when I was mentioning trying out different color combinations, and I thought pink, red, violet, and violet, come on, this would be amazing. So I wanted to see it in action. I'm starting with It's a Girl, and I'm gonna stencil that first layer, then the reveal. Next layer 2, I'm going to repeat with my adapters. put that right on the peg, just like so, and line up my stencil. Again, the left edge to the edge of the stencil adapter. And then also, since I've started my stenciling, I can line the stencil images up with each other. And that is a second way to check that I got it on here right. I have learned to stencil as I go when I'm putting the adapters onto the stencils. Our next color is Pucker Up, and I'm again just stenciling the whole background here. And then when I pulled it back, the shades of Pucker Up and It's a Girl were too close. Now these are definitely further apart. Like It's a Girl is a light red and Pucker Up is kind of a medium red violet, but I didn't stencil the Pucker Up heavy enough to make it much darker. And I wanted differentiation in shades on my project here to make the layers stand out. So I just went back with some more Pucker Up. And then next up we're doing Flirty Fuchsia, which is the next darker shade from Pucker Up in our red violet family. When I peeked, I didn't feel like it was dark enough. So I grabbed our darkest red violet, which is Glam. And our darkest colors sometimes are really necessary because it's just gonna add dimension and extra color options to your crafting. And then also, it's a great substitution for black. So for the next color, I wanted to use violet, and here is a quick peek at our color wheel. So you can see red, violet, violet, and red are right next to each other. So this is an analogous color combo. Now remember, this is an add-on product for the Signature Series. These products are all limited run, and the I Want It All 6-month subscribers get a discount on everything. So now for the final reveal we've all been waiting for. Let's peel that stencil back and see what our design looks like. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. This analogous color scheme is perfection. Leave a comment and let me know what color combo you want to try. So I want to make 2 cards out of this. So I just cut a little strip of the background. So it's about 5.5 by 5.5 is the finished design. And I just cut a strip off. So now I can make 2 cards. I'm stamping the sun rays Glam on Glam cardstock, and then 16 Candles ink on white, and then I'm gonna die cut these and assemble my sun. Since we released cardstock in 34 different colors to coordinate with our inks back in January, I've been playing with a lot of different ways to use it. And right now, one of my favorites is stamping tone on tone. The Glam sun rays on Glam cardstock looks so fun. I love how that looks. And then I'm just doing the centers of the sun in 16 Candles, adding the face and a little heart, kind of like a blowing kiss. And I'm making 2 because I'm doing 2 cards here. And then for the happies, I'm doing Glam letters on white and white letters on Glam. And then my word die sentiments are going to be ready, as well as my suns to embellish my cards. Now with all our pieces ready to go, assembly is fairly straightforward and simple. This is a 5.5 by 4 inch piece of cardstock. I wanted the Glam cardstock to go side to side and just leave a border at the top and bottom. And then I'm gonna use foam tape and pop up my stenciled layer, give it some dimension. I'm using liquid glue to adhere my happy directly to the card, and then I'm stamping an extra day. I'm just gonna trim that, and then I'm adding this to the bottom of the project. I'm gonna add my sun, and I think that really finishes off this card. It's so fun. And then card number 2 with the analogous color combo, I'm doing a strip of Glam on the side, and then I'm gonna use foam tape to pop up this layer. I'm gonna adhere that, and then I thought the bottom, like there's a lot of white space there, and I thought it needed a little more something something, so I grabbed just a thin strip of Glam cardstock. I think I even had that in my stash, so don't throw these things out. I'm gonna snip the end off, and I left just a little sliver of white between my stenciled piece and the Glam just for more detail. And then adding the happy and the "aw yeah," I love that stamp. Adding that to the bottom white space, and then my purple sun, my red violet sun. So cute. I love this purple analogous, purple and red violet and pink. color combo I think is fantastic. Now I want to go back and do it in all the colors. Wouldn't it be fun to do this in a rainbow and then give that as a gift? Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. I love the little additional sentiments we have in this stamp set too. This one is I knew you could do it, so stamp that on the inside and then do a little sun in there too, just for some extra fun. 16 candles in the center and then some little hearts and a smiley face. And this card is finished. Here's a quick look at both cards before we move on to the next one. I love how these turned out. We're going back to the original color combo that we used in the beginning of the video. This came from the pattern paper pack, which is an add-on for your signature series. And with this stencil, how about using just one rainbow? So I moved that stencil adapter all the way to the edge, and that gives me room to choose this particular rainbow because it was easy to center on my paper. So I just put the stencil on there first and then slid my paper underneath the stencil and centered it, even though I'm gonna end up die cutting this down to fit my card, and then I can center it on the die. But you know, it's good to center it and then center it and center it again. So first we're doing limoncello and It's a Girl. There's the reveal. Next up is Catching Rays, so I will stencil this on, and I'm also using mint tape by scrapbook.com. This is going to mask off the places on the stencil that I don't want color on my finished project. You can also use Post-it notes or craft tape. Those will work as well. Next up is Samba, and then the final color is Cummerbund. This final reveal puts a giant smile on my face. And then finishing this card off can be pretty simple. I'm removing the stencil attachment and adding the Stamp and Stencil tool lid and using that as a stamp positioner. A large stamp like Happy can be a little tricky sometimes if you're stamping it with a block. You might not get a full solid image the first stamping pass, so this gives you more options. You can do it a couple times. And then I added the layering dies, a sun and day, and I love this bright sunny card. Here's a roundup of cards we've made using this stencil and the other products that come in the Signature Series subscription. The first shipment goes out the first week of April, so be sure to get in before the deadline and in case we sell out. Click the link below in the video description to learn more. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're inspired, and I will see you again very soon.